Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome. Can you believe it's November? So today we are going to be doing our November mini challenge in the challenge 11.125. So this is our November mini challenge in the challenge. We are making a list journal, and along with the theme of November, you get to use everything in your stash, but there are some things that you have to use in this particular journal. But you can, to fulfill this, you can grab from anything in your stash. And even if you wanted to purchase, you can purchase. I actually started out with this, and that I knew I wanted to use this, and I do have this purple page. So these are Dear Julie digitals that I had in my stash that are, you know, when you start running out of yellow ink and your printer decides that it should print purple, well, that's what I have here. And so that's what I'm going to use. You get to use any that you want. So you're going to use 4 sheets, Dear Julie digitals. At least one of them needs to be a sheet of embellishments. So I'll be using this sheet of embellishments. And then I have other matching digitals that I might use. I have, this little full little set. However, I'm making a traveler's notebook style. So, that's what we're doing because we're making a list journal. Excellent present, excellent gift. And our mini challenge in the challenge a lot of the times is what we call our gift component, giving us things to put on our shelf so that we have something nice as to give as a gift. So so I have those that I can use. I have these, and then of course I'm going to be using this, and then I even have this that was printed. It's Dear Julie print digital, printed onto project planning notes paper. So so I have those. So next you need a photo or magazine or book photo page. And so I have 2. I have one for inside my book, probably. Okay, I just really thought, it's about time to use that carousel horse. I'm probably going to have to cover this. But I do also want this because down here, you have to make 4 embellishments using photos, or photo from a magazine, or photo from a book. So something along those lines. And then I have these I can use as well. So so there you go. I think that will be, so that is my photo or magazine or photo book page. Next is fabric, and I have this little piece of fabric, and you're going to see this whole thing started because I have an Ideals magazine that I want to use for the cover. So, so that is my piece of fabric. It's probably plenty of fabric. You're going to want 3 envelopes, and I have chosen these 3. Okay, this is from one of the grabby things. This was in my stash, and this one was in my stash. It's been cut with my cinch. Next is sticker sheet, and it says sticker sheet plus. So you can use like a sticker sheet, or you can take and use the equivalent of a sticker sheet using several. So I'm pretty sure I want to use this sticker, and then those, and I am going to use the butterflies. So there's that. Okay. And I will take a picture of this or scan it, and it will be in the event if you're doing the challenge, you need to join us in the event. So you go to the Dear Julie Julie Crafty community page. It's linked down below. And after you've watched the details video, and you come into the event, and that's where the details are. Now, anything that would be on a featured thing, you're going to find that in the big group, and you just go to featured and you'll find it, okay? If you have questions, please ask. We want you to join us. If this doesn't work, we'll be going back to the old way of using a special group, and everybody goes to the special group. I just thought it would be kind of fun to see if we can use the big group. So our next thing is you're going to want a poem or a verse or a paragraph of writing. So, and it would be something that people are actually going to want to read. So maybe you have one of the prayer cards from Dollar Tree that you want to add in there. I have this, and I think it's going to be great, and it's the right colors and everything. Or you could always use, just to give you an idea, you can use a verse from one of the Friday freebies. Okay. Next is 5 different specialty papers. So I have this piece of vellum. I have this stationery, some cardstock, a map page. I'm not going to use all of these. I actually might put together a second journal, but we'll see. I have this, this kind of paper, wrapping paper. This is from a calendar, cardstock. This is from a 6x6 pad. This is from my scraps. It was computer paper. This is computer paper. And we've got some more pages. And then the last thing is you're going to need 6 lined graph or plain papers. So I've got some examples here, like a little ledger, this. I've got some lined paper, some graph paper. And then the last thing is you're going to want a cover. And you can make any type of cover that is going to fit. So this one, I have the, and you can use one you already have made, okay? Traveler's Notebook style, which is, usually, this one is 4.5 by 9, because that is how I usually cut my wallpaper, 9 by 9. So, yeah, so there's that. You can do it at one you already have. I have this Ideals magazine, and I'm going to use this, okay? So, yeah, so that is what I'm going to use for my cover. So your cover can be any. Your binding can be any. So you can go ahead and, make 2 pieces and do a lace binding. You can do a tie binding. You can sew it. However you want to do it this time. I'm going to let you do your binding. I know several have issues with binding, so no problem. Okay, so what we're making this time, we're making a fabric flip with scrappy note, a fabric pocket, a fabric mini pocket, 3 fabric tabs, a flip up pocket page, 4 photo embellishments. So that's where I showed you with the photos. You're going to make 4 photo embellishments. 1 poem words panel on a page. So this is a panel. And so you're going to take your words and you're going to put them on a page. You can decorate it if you want to. I'm not doing the have to have 3 things or anything. This is very simple. It is a lot of things, but it's very simple. We're just putting it together. 2+ scrappy notebooks from your scraps. So when you cut your lined pages to fit in, you're probably going to have some lined scraps, and we're going to take those and turn those into scrappy notebooks, a flap up envelope page, a tuck, and an envelope flip out. Okay, remember you have to use at least 6 lined or graph or plain papers. So I put plain papers in there because I was reminded that some of you might be making journals for somebody that draws or paints. So if you want to use like watercolor paper and make that, you know, a lot of your journal that you're making could be, that could be the main part. And then we just use these other pieces for decorating. Okay. So, and then you can use anything else in your stash, just like we're doing in the main November 9 Moments Challenge. By the way, how are you doing on your 9 moments? It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Make sure that you are keeping track. And there, I did put up a post in the event where you can keep track, and you can put an emoji and the day. So you might have a heart emoji and 1. You might put, you know, like I might put me waving and 1 and 2, you know, when I finish the second day, the third day. We're doing 19 days of that. And if you're joining later, like if you're watching this video later and you're joining later, you can do more than 1 in 1 day. But it does need to be, it really needs to be the full 9 minutes. So, yeah, this is, it's very, very special when you put your heart in gratitude, the things that can happen. And when we have things happening all around us, we have family issues and possibly health issues, or transitioning, like you're moving or you're changing jobs, or things like that. Those things can weigh down on us. And so I just wanted to take the time and remind everybody that being in gratitude can help us through those times when we're looking at what we're grateful for. And sometimes it's just the smallest things. It's okay. If you're struggling to find something to be grateful for, you can be grateful that you had ice to put in your water. You know, that's okay. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and start making. I am going to use this as my cover. And yeah, it's got this cute little girl in here. And I've got 2. I'm going to be able to make 2, probably. Okay, so how am I going to do her? Well, she's going to end up getting folded. Okay, I am going to take that edge off. I'm going to take the edge off. So, yeah, I have been saving this, and I think she's so cute. And she would have been cute as a cover for a large journal. But, you know, when you get close to being able to be done with something that's, I call it my resource items. So the Ideal magazines are a resource for me. I grab pages and things out of them. Okay, just see what we can do there. Okay, now, so your flip up pocket page can be your front page, okay? If you want your flip up pocket page to be your front page, it can be. So if I was going to flip this up, let's, well, we can measure it over here. Okay, so if I went to 9 inches, see, it's not going to be that much. Okay, so I'm going to just cut it. I'm going to just cut it. It's not enough for the flip up. But if what you're using for your cover is enough, it can count as your flip up page. I'm going to cut it right at 9 inches. Just checking to make sure we don't cut off our fingers or anything. I think we're good. Okay. And then I can make like a bookmark or something out of that. It will be wonderful. Okay. Just keep trying to get this off. Okay. Now she's right in the middle, and but I am okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and line it up. Okay. And this is going to be my cover. Okay. This will be my back. Oh. Now, if you didn't have her on the inside, you could turn it and have that be your inside cover, but it's okay. Okay. There we go. So that is my cover. And so this is what you're going to see from the front. And this is what you're going to see from the back. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to work. Okay. And like I said, I still have another one that I'm going to be able to use, possibly. Okay. So now my pages for the inside are going to be 8.5. Okay. So a page like this. And so we go 8.5 this way, and I think it's I'm going to do by 8. Okay, and I definitely want to use this vellum. Okay, so I guess I'm starting with my specialty pages. Okay, so that gives me a page, and I'm going to have pieces that I can use up here. That gives me another one. Okay, and does it end up fitting within? Just barely. Just barely. Oh, look, it's going to be, I don't know. I really like it though. I don't know. We'll see. I might not use it just because it's, okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. So that is 4 inches. I think if we go to, so I have a map page that's got some purple in it. Now I think this would be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it, and then, okay, so if I cut it out 8, there we go. Now, I actually cut more than, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We'll go ahead and come over. going to be a little less than 8 now. Okay, got this piece that I'll be able to use. Don't want to lose my list. Okay. Okay, so this way we are 7 something. This way we are 8. Okay. So we can put it in and have 2 side pockets possibly. Okay. So that was a specialty paper. And I know I want to make sure I use that. Let's see. That should be okay, right? Well, let's see. How big did she end up? She is just under 8.5. Okay. So this is 8.5. So let's take it to 8. Gives me another little piece. We'll go ahead and fold it in half. Okay. I think I'm going to save that one for something else. I think this one, let's see. I think we'll save this one. I think I want to use this for the envelope because for the flap envelope, I want to put that on the inside. Okay, here we go. We have this. Okay, it's nice and sturdy. It's one-sided. But if I go ahead and mark this at 8.5 inches. Okay, I marked it. Then I can go ahead and flip this up. And there we go. I've got my flip up pocket page. Okay, and I can even possibly add this in here and have it be a double. So that's a possibility. There's my flip up pocket page. That might be good for the center. This paper it's not cardstock, but it's thick scrapbook paper. It's nice. Okay, is it bigger than 8.5? Did I make? Nope, we're at 8.5. We're at 8.5, okay. And so let's see. This is 7 by, okay. It's 9 something this way. It's 7 inches this way. So we need to cut, if we're going to use this, this is from my Happy Planner, and it is Bullet Journal. Oh boy, I could not remember the name of that. Okay, that'll give me another goodie. Okay, I have more than 5 specialty papers, but that's okay. Here I have this. Now this we could go ahead and it could have a flip, or we could just go ahead and cut it at around 8 inches and go a little less. Okay, and then that will give me that. I might use that as my pocket. Okay. We have our flip up pocket page. Okay. And let's see, how wide is this one? This one is yeah, unfortunately, I like those. But for this to fit, I'm going to have to cut off the goodies. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we have at least 5 whatchamacallit pages. So there's those. There's that one. There's this one. Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and okay. Like, I don't know if I should. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to put it in like this. Okay. Now this, I'm not going to use this one because I was going to have to cut some off. And you can see with the things that I'm not using, we're already going to be able to, so this is 8.5. We're going to be able to, and this is 8. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put it together this way. I'm going to be able to put together another scrappy journal, the inside part of a scrappy journal. Okay, so there's my vellum. Okay, so this is what we've got. And I have this. I'm going to also put that in for the other. And that. Okay, now I have graph paper and lined paper. Let's go ahead and grab a couple pieces of the lined paper. I'm going to cut these. If I go to 7.5, oh, the piece that I'm cutting off is small. But let's go this way and cut this off first. Okay, so this way we want to be 8.5. Okay. Because remember, we want the scraps for the scrappy notebook. So there's going to give me one set of scraps for scrappy notebook. And then we'll go this way. And I'm going to put it in at 7.5. Okay. We'll go ahead and fold it. That gives me one set of lined paper. Okay. And get these out of the way. Okay. 8.5. This way. That's my other lined papers. And want these in 2 separate pieces. Okay, so 1. And 2. Okay, and then because this book is got some pink, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and add these. So these are where you write the story, and which I think is really cool. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this in at 3.5. 3.5 gives us 7. 3 3/4. I'm just going to put it right here on this. Oh, look at that scrappy notebook we'll have. That'll be nice. Okay. So you have area for picture, and then to tell the story about the picture. So fun children's writing goodie. Okay. And okay. So those are done, and then I have this that can also be a flip up page. So let's go ahead and figure out where we would flip it up at 8.5. We're going to be right there. Okay. So from here, we're going to go like this. And that's going to give us another flip up pocket page. Okay, now for him, I want to make sure that I have the whole horse. So I'm going to come over and set up my horse. Okay, and then I'll come and cut down the back. And since I really haven't done any ripping, I'm going to go ahead and, there we go. Okay. So I have all those pieces. Now, flip up envelope page. I think good on, I think I can put this away. So, okay, so we have, these are our pages. So we're going to go ahead and, remember I said I thought I probably wanted to do this. I don't know what's going on here. There's like a white line, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue. And this is going to be my flip up envelope page. Just want to make sure that your envelope is less than the size of your pages, so less than 8 inches. And so I'm good on that. I'm putting this down in. It's just going to make that look so much better. Okay. This is extra. You do not have to. And we're just doing the simple base, okay? And then you're going to get to fill it with whatever you want to. Of course, we want to make sure we're using everything on our list. I have another scrap, but there you go. I have that as my flip. We're going to let that dry, okay? And then we're going to fold it, and it will have a pocket here and a pocket here. Okay, and this one has the fun little butterfly, which I think is going to be great. Okay, let's grab our list, and I have made my flip up pocket page. So I'm just going to put a second dot over here. I have my flap up envelope page. I just need to fold it. Okay. Okay, and my cover is ready, so we'll go like that. And I have my 6 lined papers. I have my 5 specialty papers. Those are ready. Okay, I've got everything ready. I need to add my Dear Julie digitals into that mix. So I was almost down there. Okay, so I have this. This is from the Lavender and Pink Roses. I call it an ink saver. This right here was a paper that I already had, and then I printed this on top. And you guys might remember this. And then this is pink, the pink lace. I don't remember which kit that's from, but it might be from that kit. But that gives me 2 Dear Julie digitals right there. We'll put that in. And then, let's see, kind of like that page. I wonder how this one would do. Okay. So this one has the little girl, Daisy. And let's see, if I fold it over to her, we're on 10. Yeah, that should be good. So I'm going to fold this over. And that'll give me a border tuck. And I like the colors. That's why. Of course, I could have used this in my. Okay, now over here, I'm going to go ahead and put Daisy all the way on the inside. Okay. So you'll have her appear there and then here. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a flip-flop page. We did have extra pages. So let's go ahead and, should we add these? Nope, they're going to be, I mean, any of them are going to be too big, but we can go ahead and cut them down. Okay, so have you ever done a flip-flop page? Let's see. Come here. Let's see, where should we? Oh, this one almost fits. Okay. So there's 2 pages in there. So we're losing this little bit of writing space, but that's going to be okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Just want to make sure. Okay, so we're going to make this a true flip-flop. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use my fingernail to measure it kind of about 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to go ahead and fold it down, come back. Then we're going to fold it back to where it was. Okay. We're going to go ahead and come down this edge. This is called a flip-flop. It is one of my favorite things to use to add into a journal, to add more journaling space. We're just going to line it up with the edge and put that down, and this is going to open it, okay? We're going to go ahead and put this one down. We're going to do the same thing again, add glue here. And add it, okay? So a true flip-flop goes like that. Okay, and then you might want to add like a flap, okay, to the side here. I have actually this right here is it's thicker. I'm going to put that on there, making it a flip-flop with a flap, okay? So if you're looking for a page ensemble idea, adding a flip-flop is a page ensemble idea, okay? And then we've got that going on. So you're still going to be able to write back there. That's going to give me a digital page for over here. So let's see. Is there any? Love the daisies. There's a couple of them. Okay, but I think these are going to have to go in the other one, unless, yeah, I don't want to do a flip up because we do have this. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. That gives me an extra one. Put these with my list, and we've done our Dear Julie Julie digitals, except for the one embellishment page, but we'll get to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can fold this now, I believe. Now, you can also put these in upside down. I won't this time because I have that butterfly. But you can put this in upside down and have it be a top tuck as well. So when I get to decorating, I will probably do something with that. And for right now, this is going in this direction. Okay. So going back through here, all the rest of these things can be added after we put our pages in order. Okay, I've got a lot of pages. I like to have close to 100 when I do this. So this is a bigger flip up page. I'm going to see, make sure that it, I think I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one. And I know I freak you guys out when I just go ahead and cut. I'm stuck. I was stuck. Okay, so let's go ahead and, because she's what you're going to have right here. So I kind of like, I like that we have this, okay? We have our flip-flop, and I'm going to go with the photo page. I should build that up. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. But it, you know me. Okay, there was, didn't we have an extra of the wrapping paper? I thought we had an extra page from the wrapping paper. Guess not. Okay, well, let's put it together. We'll come back. I'm going to add something in here. Okay, we're going to want some lined paper. And so we're going to go with this. Okay, lined paper. That's where you do your lists. Okay, this is a bigger page, so I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put this above the horse. Okay. Got a variety of papers. Okay. I like the map. I think the map is a big page too. So it should be closer to the front. But I like getting that right away. Okay, and I will either cut this off or I will add something to the edge so that, but a lot of times I don't add things to the edges of this type of journal. So we have a lot of, where's the other flip up page? Don't we have another? I thought we had two. Okay, well, this one. Oh, there, got this one. And we've got that one. So thinking that this one can go in the center. Okay, so from this direction, we want some lined paper. And then the little goodie, I still think I want him for this here. I'll probably have to cut out. I'm thinking this might be a pocket on both sides. Because you can't really, I mean, you can, right? But can you? Okay. Okay. Carousel horse. More lined paper. at the end, I'll have it all set up for you so that, see, this would be really cool in front of something. I kind of like it here. Okay. And some short. Okay, we have our bullet journal page. Do we like this? See, that might be why we do this. Okay, so taking this, putting it here, and then you get that look. I like that. Okay, so you got that. You've got different textures and sounds. So if you know me, you know that I like there to be different textures and different sounds in the journals that I make. So this is going to need to get cut. Okay, so I like that. Okay, so you've got your cover, and you open, and you've got this, and we'll probably put something on there. You open, you got this, you got Daisy. You've got, remember, each time that there's those papers, you have, let's do, oh, we've got graph paper too. Graph paper is one of my favorite things. Now, I do like graph paper where it's easy to find, but, so a lot of times I'll put it close to the center, or even I'll make it, in the gardening journal, I'll make it the center. Okay, polka dot, Daisy, small ledger, map. We've got that. I'm thinking this can get attached and be a pocket. I love the colors. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this here. Okay. Shall we count? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 80 pages. Okay, there's 80 pages. That is, I mean, that will be plenty. Okay, we'll go with 80 pages. Looks like the pages that need to be cut are the map page and that. And so I can cut them after. Okay, so now you can you can go ahead and just tie your journal if you wanted to, because I said you could. Okay. This is not how I'm going to do it, but for right now, we'll go with this. Okay. I will be binding mine. But for right now, so that we can move on and finish those other parts, I'm just going to go ahead and add this. You can also, of course, bind the journal part, keep the cover as it is, and okay. And that would work. Okay, so there you go. You saw what we've got going on inside. I do want to do something with this center part, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I am going to come back here, and so we could add our panel right to the front. I don't want to do that. I want to put it on one of these pages, or possibly on the, it's just barely going to fit on the vellum. I think we'll put it on the vellum. Okay, I'm holding with my left, ripping with my right to get that great tear on this paper. Okay. Okay. So just like that, just a panel. Okay. And then it can go on somewhere in the journal. Okay. Probably somewhere where you can't really write. Okay. And again, it could go right here on the inside. Could go on your inside cover too. You're just putting it on a place. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am. Okay, and that can become a pocket. And you know me, I'm going to do pockets a lot of the time because I love pockets and I cannot lie. So go ahead and do the swizzle. That gives you better hold. Okay. So there's my panel of words. Panel of words. You do not need to fill all your pockets this time. That's entirely up to you. So let's see. So I need a fabric pocket. I can put it here. I'm going to put it back here, okay? Because, okay, put it that direction. I don't want to cover up her fingers in the front. Her fingers are so cute. Her little tiny fingers. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and rip. That way I've got all this going on. I'm going to come over, add it in. So if you have the directions, you can just go through and we're not doing any extra decorating. I don't usually extra decorate on my list journals because, you know, you're putting things in and out of them. I should have cut a little more off that. It's okay because I am doing okay. Okay, so there's my fabric pocket. Where's my list? It's underneath. Fabric pocket is done. My binding technically is done. It's not what I'm going to keep, but my poem and word panel is done. My 6 is done. And okay, so there's that. Okay, then you just go through and you find your next thing. So I have the envelope flip out. Now I have this one. Okay, I'm not going to use it, but I was like, oh my gosh, this would be cool because you could go ahead, put this on, okay, and have it here. It can hold stuff. And then this side, if it was set up to open, you could open it up. I thought, for some reason, I thought that this one opened. There must be another one in my list here. Okay. I'm going to put that in the stuff for next time because it's, okay. Okay, where'd my little purple envelope, my other purple envelope go? Here it is. Okay, so this is my another purple envelope that I had in here. And this one, so this one will have a flip out. Okay, so just got to figure out where I want to do that. I'm still thinking this should just be a large pocket. Okay, there's that. Okay, I want a bigger piece. Don't like the binding. Okay, remember I said that yeah, I don't like the binding. I would not do that. I've only got it so, but like if you're doing a flow journal, you're going to give it as a gift to somebody that you know will make one out of it. Okay, so this can go like this. Okay, and then this can go, you go ahead and glue this side down. Okay, and the flap becomes like a clipboard. Okay, I want to be all the way into the edge. Okay, and you want that to be nice and tight, and then this can become like a clipboard. Okay, and then this flips out. Okay, You can put something in here, or you can cut this and make it easier to put something in and out. Okay, that's totally up to you, but that's what you're doing. The envelope flip out. It's the last one on the list. Envelope flip out. Okay. We need a tuck. And I have this one, but it's too big. So I'm going to put it down in there, and let's go ahead and we'll make one. Okay. So how do we make a tuck? Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this piece like at 3/8 of an inch. And we'll come over here and we'll fold this piece at line the lines up 3/8 or up to 1/2 inch. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and come from one side down in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut. So we have this. Okay. You can just cut a piece like that and put it in. I kind of like it to be kind of finished. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. That's going to give me the stronger edge. So then I'm going to come and at a diagonal, go up to that corner. I'm going to come across down here at this corner, and I'm going to go at a diagonal at that corner. I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces down. Your tuck can be a top tuck, however I do already have a border tuck in there. So you can be, that would have counted. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and find paper, and if I need to cut this down, which it looks like I'm going to need to cut that down. Oh, that just really wants to be in here. Okay. Okay, so it could be a top tuck. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and fold this. We'll fold that over. Okay. We'll cut it. And we'll cut it. Okay. I'm going to so this is glued down, this is glued down, these are ready. Okay, and so I'll go ahead and put glue on those. And that's going to give me a tuck. Okay, so do I want to do it on that one? I think it's okay to have white pages in here because we do still have stickers to add, and because, there we go. Our lined paper is white. Okay, if you want to, you can go ahead and glue that down as well. That is our tuck. Done. Okay. Okay. Fabric flip. And a scrappy note. I think we're going to go here. I can find my fabric. Oh, it's on my lap. Okay. Okay, we go from there down to here. And I'm fraying all the edges. Okay, this, and then we're going to come over here. Okay, so there's my fabric flip. And guess what? This scrappy note will fit under it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make this into a waterfall. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to turn this way, turn that way. I'm going to go ahead and stagger it like this. Okay, so we'll stagger, and then we'll come and put it like this. Okay, so I'm going to have a waterfall scrappy note underneath here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I got to cut this side down. Okay, and to put this in, I'm going to do the flip-flop. I'm going to put this in. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just going to put it in. It can come down a little bit low, but that's going to give you that many places to write, add pictures, whatever it is you need to do, but you can also write a note on it and tear it out. Okay, there we go. So this is making a journal out of random stuff. You can make your gardening journal this way. You can make a journal for your purse this way. The one that, something that you take to the doctor's office with you. I'm going to add a paper clip. I've got a lavender one. Well, okay. And that will help hold it. Okay, so here we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what was that? That was our fabric flip with a scrappy note. Done. I did a waterfall. Next, we need a fabric mini pocket. Fabric mini pocket. And I'm thinking a little fabric mini pocket right there would be really cute. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece. Okay. Okay, so just like your regular pocket, your fabric mini pocket just gets glued in. I'm deciding which direction We're going to go with that, with the green on the outside. And for me, I'm looking at it to see and make sure that things are growing in the direction they're supposed to grow, because it bothers me if I don't do that. Sometimes it has to do with the weight of the color on it for where I'm putting it. Okay. So there, just a little mini pocket. And you can follow along and do yours, you know, pretty much just like I'm doing mine, no problem. So our fabric mini pocket is done. And okay, but there you go.
This got really long, so we're going to go ahead and cut this now. And we'll have the rest of the mini challenge and the challenge show up for you tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you all so much for being here. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Mini challenge and the challenge 11.25. 11.25. Okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. The list will be in the event.